Top 5 rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today we got Mach-Hommy, Balens Cho, Hot Candles. Track number 1, Premiere Bougie.
I want you to go down to Haiti. You'll be an American businessman in the export-import.
Shout out to Haiti.
Oh man, you're in trouble now. Haitian Republican, more money steps up.
Okay, that track number 1 ended pretty quickly. So this is track number 2, Labou.
Close the deal before the Pellegrino stop bubbling.
That kind of caught me off guard. Let me replay that. I might have missed some bars. And if you haven't seen my Pray for Haiti reaction from earlier this year, go check that out. That was one of my more popular reactions. Folks don't be catching the bars like I do. You know, this is one listen. This is on first listen. So I'm catching as much as humanly possible. You feel me? Nicholas Craven on the boards on this song.
Haitian Republican, more money steps up. Close the deal before the Pellegrino stop bubbling.
Pellegrino, you know, sparkling water. He said he a Haitian Republican. If you Haitian, you probably not gonna be too fond of like the Democrat Party, especially after what the Clintons have done to Haiti. You know, after the earthquake and probably a whole bunch of other stuff. So you probably not gonna be too fond of the Democrat Party. I'm just saying.
There's a hustling, 'cause when we moved that snow off the stoop, we wasn't shoveling. Before you heard me fall for loop, they was loving them scoop your mom dukes to show you how.
When we moved that snow off the stoop, we wasn't shoveling. So we wasn't shoveling, you know, snow. We was, you know, shoveling powder snow. You know what I mean? Cocaine reference.
Like a butter rim. Y'all see the trim.
Butter rim movie.
Extra clean boss. Let's take them back to the swamps with the green moss. I got it out the mud. Swear to God. Swear to God. Swear to God. I got it out the mud. Swear to
West Side Gun vibes. You know, that off-key singing.
I got it out the mud. Swear to God. Oh God. Swear to God. Oh God. I got it out the mud. Swear to God. Lord.
No drums.
I got it out the mud. Swear to God.
You know, this would be Ransom would normally be on.
The muddy waters, you can catch a wave off the name. And we used to make them wave names on money orders. Fuck with the most brolic games, hungry monsters. Still got the bland quarters for films, which is smutty daughters. Just last year, I was chilling in my fortress. Went back to the block, they said no cutting corners. I was really picking lemons in the orchards. Now I'm revving the engines on 911 Porsche.
Porsche facts.
I know they tapping my phone, scoping for nonsense. Got horns like Big Ben, overly cautious.
Horns like Big Ben. Oh yeah, I thought you was talking about Ben Roethlisberger. Got horns like Big Ben. You know, the clock tower in London. Why not a bit?
Cautious. They wonder why it's not dead on the Forbes list. You wasn't in the right kind of Air Forces.
Oh.
Trust me, you don't want tussle.
You went in them black Air Forces. That's why you wasn't on the Forbes list. He basically saying he was robbing, he was hustling, he was doing what was the savage moves. You feel me?
You wasn't in the right kind of Air Forces. I'm in my double. Trust me, you don't want tussle. Your flow trash, plus you so ass like the muscle. Oh man, I put the pieces to the puzzle. Bitch, I'm the new Rick, Ruben, and Russell. When I'm masterminding this shit was
Russell Simmons.
That's okay. Staying away from these devils is self-care. Sneaking up in Bel Air. I'm on my 12th pair.
Bel Air.
The closet got more loafers than welfare.
Ooh, the closet got more loafers than welfare. You know, shout out to Lord's Loafers. I always wanted a pair of those. I just never got around to buying them. You know, loafers usually wear that when you wearing, you know, some nice, you know, either a suit or, you know, you on your no socks, casual, you know, type deal. Got more loafers than, what do you say, welfare? I'm thinking he's talking about bread loaves. I like that song. I really like that. I say that. And we on track number 3, almost at number 2 because number 1 was so short. Track number 3, Duexieme. I don't know. Maybe he'll say the word in the song.
The next day, at a cafe in a small town on the south coast of Haiti, 3 executives of Caribbean exports sit at a sidewalk table.
I still think it was a mistake.
Mad Lib vibes. Okay, that was track number 3. So, track number 4, separation of the sheep and hold on, I can't see this whole goats. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Separation of the sheep and goats. You know what they say, you know, sheep, they follow people, they're followers. You know, the colloquialism. Somebody call you a sheep, they call you a follower. Somebody call you a goat, they call you like a great one, a leader. So separation of the sheep and goat, I like that. Nicholas Craven, yet again. Go check out my Ransom Nicholas Craven review if you haven't already. Civil unrest, I'm physically distressed, call it how it is. Now what's politically correct, say it with my chest, 3 words, liberty and death, regardless which party jacket it, give it context. Shit weak, making they critiques from an armrest. I missed all those bars. Hold on, let me rewind that, bro. When I miss the bars, you know, I gotta be honest. I gotta rewind it, you know. I really like this beat though. Billy Z. Yes, all the stars on my neck are visibly set, you're visibly upset. All this civil unrest, I'm physically distressed, call it how it is. Now what's politically correct, say it with my chest, 3 words, live it. Call it what it is, not politically correct. We calling it what it is. We ain't being politically correct. Death regardless, which party jacket and give it context. Shit weak, making they critiques from an armrest. Make a movie on my life that's on set. Whole lot of blue and red without an S-Pawn test. Who on this? Separation of the sheep and the boys. That's the book of Revelations on the siege and the wars. On my book of reservations on the beach and the poor. Let's sing separation of the sheep and the boys. Separation of the sheep and the, you know, I felt like the Pray for Haiti was a little bit more understandable. I feel like he like dumbed it down a little bit. I feel like he brought it back up here. Like he's a little more on this abstract stuff here. And we got enough in there to make the dinner 3 course. See loss and remorse in your eyes, I read thoughts. For the guillotine swing and knock the head clean off. When I shook your hand, I knew that you was soft. You out here getting left on scene, dogs. You not on the scene, dog. It don't matter. You out here getting left on scene, dog. You not out on the scene, dog. You know, you getting left on scene. You know, the people turn they red receipts on their text messages. And when they seen it, it says seen. You getting left on scene. They ain't even replying to you. Style is outlaw, flying like some violent outlaw. You smiles in South Star, and Billy Finna lead the game exactly how he came in. See how they look later for being slow on my payment. Waiting, and my arraignment, screaming. All us blacks got it sports and entertainment. Until we eat demon. You get. That's a Jay-Z bar. Fuck you, even. What song is that? If you remember what Jay-Z's song that was, it was on Reasonable Doubt for sure. When he said, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we leaving, long as I'm breathing, can't stop the way a nigga eating. Fuck you, even. That was Can't Knock the Hustle, actually. So, shout out to Hov. All us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we even demon. You getting all this demon till these crackers decide I did something that's worthy and redeeming. Well, ain't it so hip hop? Every real hip hop head, you feel me? They can recite Hov bars. That's hip hop. So shout out to the living legend, Hov. All great hip hop historians, hip hop heads can recite the Hov bar. We may not remember the song, we may not remember XYZ, but we gonna be able to recite that bar, and we could point out bars for certain situations. That's just hip hop shit. If you had your freedom, getting 25 was only lifetime achievement. Dealt with bereavement, the pavement of my mind dry long before you could write anything in the cement. See what I seen, you be slumped up in the alley. I'm missing bars, bro. Dealt with bereavement, the pavement of my mind dry long before you could write anything in the cement. The pavement in my mind dry long before you could write anything in the cement. And that's just poetic right there. See what I seen, you be slumped up in the alley. Out here you lucky if you not a junkie or alky. Perfect strangers, no balky. Smoke you like Korean barbecue, you know where the cow be. So holla at me if you want the throne back. Not bad for some gibberish and monotone rap. Separation of the sheep and the boys. That's the book of Revelations on the sea. I think that's it. That was dope. You know, I already know one critique I'm gonna have of this project. All right, camera. Going dark. Let's get the brightness back. I already know a critique I'm gonna have with this project. I really like the songs, but it's not gonna end up being long enough for me. I like it so much, I'm gonna wish it was longer. Track number 5, Magnum Band remix. Looks like Rash G and AA Rashid on the boards. I always try to shout out the producers, you know. I always try to give them their shine every review, every reaction. There's some dark, some Derringer type, Alchemist type.
When you was taking your shirt off for PD Pablo, my pieces combo, let it put them to bed. Sleepy Hollow, I go far as any worse for the feds. Me no hablo, cooling with my Mexican whiz like Frida Kahlo. Sweet Moscato, she's a model. Just wanted to make a couple $100 grand in the street and flee to Cabo. Try to be a man in Mystique and keep it wild low, cause they don't wanna see his son ball like Cesar Balos. In the Lago bumping, who shot you? Sit at the table with the
Who shot you, Biggie?
True mobster. While killers make their way to Sukasa, send stock
Your house.
in a mask like a doom pasta.
Ooh.
7 in his chest.
R.I.P. Doom. Oh man, that was a nice little quartet. You feel me?
Mobster. While killers make their way to Sukasa, send a stocky nigga in a mask like a doom pasta. 7 in his wig, 7 in his
Turn this
chest,
up.
send another 7 in his whip, 7 in his rest, 7 more, and that's 35 from the 357. Say peace to B.I. After that G ride to heaven, put you on a nigga news, you be in
Then 11. Another Hove bar. Put you on the nigga news, UPN. What was that, threat? I put the boy in a box like David Blaine, let the audience watch, it ain't a thing. Was that same song? Put you on the nigga news, yeah, UPN in 11. You ain't heard that I got the word that I'm so censored. I'm especially Joe Pesci with his friend. I will kill you, commit suicide, then kill you again. Yeah, that was threat for sure. Rewind.
You on a nigga news, you be in 11, even get 10 wins with on your ring con, sliding through with your skating ring on, chain snatching to DMCA, either way your link on.
Ooh, chain snatching, DMCA. You know them DMCA, they do takedowns. So if you putting up illegal music, movies, DMCA come and take it down. Either way your link going. He talking about chain snatching. Link, Cuban link URL, DMCA. Come on, man. Bars, man.
I was once told that all space programs derive themselves from Africa. Rooted in myth.
Okay, so that's pretty much the end of that. You know, Mach-Hommy, he be having the references. He be having references that I ain't never heard rappers do before. So he'll say some stuff, you know, in a way that I never heard. I never heard a DMCA link, Cuban link, takedown reference in rap before. Obviously, I've heard chain snatching bars, but I ain't never heard like DMCA link used as the punchline. So in rap, that's kind of hard to do, to say something that we already ain't heard already. So shout out to Mach-Hommy. Track number 6, La Troisieme. I don't know. I took a French class like in high school, so I can only say some words.
Trumpet breezes, big gold moon shining down, romantic jungle drums in the distance. You ever see a better night for a moonlight swim?
That's one of those short ones. And these little short clips, these little short, you know, just like cameos, giving me Mad Lib vibes. There's no Mad Lib on here though. Track number 7, Lajan Sal.
My Lajan Sal, I ain't seen my P.O. in a while.
Lajan Sal.
Day I go get them knives, my niggas locked down, let them ride. My Lajan Sal, I ain't seen my P.O. in a while. Everything I go get them knives, my niggas locked down, let them ride.
It's kind of wavy.
It's 100 more bags with that K-check. Said some niggas put tax on that A1. Back in 02 when y'all was playing for the rig guns, and I was on point like Ray for and one. Poppin' ball hogging like.
Ooh, I was on point like Ray for and one. Ray for Austin. Skip to my Lou. He played for the Magic too. I'm pretty sure he was on the team. He slapped Eddie House in the back of his head, you know, during the Eastern Conference Finals when the Magic played the Celtics. That's still on YouTube. You can go see that. Look up Rafer Alston, Eddie House slap. But they also played the Lakers in the finals that year, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he said I was on point like Rafer and one. Rafer Alston played for and one, and he's a point guard. You know, light work for Mach-Hommy.
I'm off the park bench, start sparking like Vegas. I'm from the armpits, I'm robbing our flavor. You brought our conscience, my lord, my bobbing out major. I guess you niggas from the belly then, starting to sound like food. The excavates was pescatarian, my not familiar everywhere. We cherry picking all the sexy bitches with the biggest derrieres. You niggas barely there, we very near. We limitless with all this effort liftness. You niggas very weird, very, 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 very weird. My Lajan Sal, I ain't seen my P.O. in a while.
This beat nice, I like this.
Everything I get, go get them knives. My niggas locked down, niggas let them out. My Lajan Sal, I ain't seen my P.O. in a while.
Wow, Nicholas Craven on the beat.
Everything I get, go get them knives. My niggas locked down.
I think that might be it.
Let them out. Never stay without the blicks, jump shot fix. I really made it out the bricks, done got rich, no longer gotta stick up Vicks. Cause where we was raised, I really played pick up sticks. Please don't gas, son. Too much sugar in his diet, not enough potassium. Talk about guns, like he the only one who has them. Been playing with the heat, long as you done his Haslam. To the 30.
Been playing with the Heat long as Udonis Haslam. Yeah, I had NBA Live 2005. He was on there. I had NBA Live like 2K when he was on there. So yeah, he played on the Heat for a while.
Mossberg to the 38 Magnum. Finishing you
Stick talk.
That canvas. Ain't no Jesse Jack when it's Hommy Town. Try me clown, got me clap back like Kwame Brown.
Ooh, clap back like Kwame Brown. And I like how that whole verse was kind of like basketball reference. He said something about jump shot. I made it out the bricks. Jump shot, bricks. Made it out the bricks, also the projects. Bricks meaning projects for those, who don't know. That whole verse was kind of like, and Lupe kind of does that. That whole verse was like themed around basketball. So, yeah, I say that too, man. It's probably gonna end up being my favorite Mach-Hommy project, man. I like every full-length song so far. Track number 8, La Quatrieme. I don't know, bruh.
If you're not busy this evening, how'd you like to attend a voodoo ceremonial worship?
Aren't those things supposed to be secret?
You're in for a real treat.
Don't take
Okay, so that was that. Track number 9, Wooden Nickels.
Don't take no wooden nickel. Don't take
Sam Jindal and Fortes.
no wooden nickel. Don't take 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 no wooden nickel. As I sit back, reflect, adjust the band on my rollie and solely remember things that my grandma told me. Words fitting right in the stanza like poetry. They tried to crack the code while your man is so cold. See, remember lessons taught by my grandfather. How he helped people out. The man was a martyr, and when he died, those people couldn't stand to be bothered. Wonder why my heart is colder than Antarctica, colder than the ice. I bought it at the sell next to Jimmy's Hot Dogs by Velsburg Park. Any time of day, you would see that car parked. Still smell the perfume when we went to Card Shark. Old scenes play in my mind like a documentary. Everything else is just another faded memory. The wedding strong, he never took a penny. Many Haitians wouldn't be in America if it wasn't for Henry. Can't tell it like it ain't. Obtained his brother-in-law.
Introspective.
Shipped to Paris just to study paint. Wanted everyone to be better. Then the guy disappeared to Paris and never returned the letter. Took care of everyone, that's a fact. Somehow along the way, things went off track. The casualties of carrying the world on his back. The most powerful man on earth might snap. Had to recalibrate, see where his life was at. Traveled to the States just to get his wife back. From Chi-Town to BK to Irvington, New Jersey. Roaches, rats, niggas trying to do my earth dirty. I seen the same thing happen to my pops. He was about to set me up, but when he died, it stopped. This track sounds grim, but it's so true. They hit me with the old, I owe him, I don't owe It's funny how that's a transferable, but favors are not.
Whoa.
Never make that fatal mistake. They call you selfish anyway. Might as well be that way from the gate. So I wait to another endeavor. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to be just happy with a chain and a butter leather. You got me, yeah, whatever. Niggas ain't gonna leave me with 2 wooden nickels to rub together.
Oh.
Never.
Talking about them traders. Okay, this is I love how the lyrics match the beat. It's all somber, everything's somber. And you got the sax coming in, saxophone. That might be it. Okay, yeah. So super introspective Mach-Hommy there. I messed with that one. Track number 10, Traditional. Nick Craven on the beat.
What happens when conditions ain't livable? Niggas get to acting, they religion ain't biblical. What happens when your vision ain't visible? Traditional. What happens when conditions ain't livable? Niggas get to acting, they religion ain't biblical. What happens when your vision ain't visible? Traditional. It get miserable. It all goes to shit so typical. Told my dog I gotta be the greatest off of principle. You not accessible, then you enigmatic and mystical. Up on that mountain with don't nobody come to visit you. My reign was plotted all in advance. Wasn't whimsical. Picture me, leave it up to chance. Love, reciprocal.
Okay. So we just gotta appreciate what he's doing there. He said if you're not accessible, then you're enigmatic and mystical. Then he rhymed mystical with whimsical and reciprocal. So let's just appreciate, this is multi-syllabic words, bro. So let's just appreciate, that rhyme.
Humans and tapes, they all flippable. Olivia Newton-John didn't make more money off of physical. What happens when conditions ain't livable, nigga?
And I don't know if people are gonna catch what he just said. He said, I'm pretty sure he said Isaac Newton didn't make more money off of physical. He said humans and mixtapes or humans and CDs or in music are flippable. Newton didn't make more money off of physical. So Newton he wrote the laws of physics, but he's using that to say I make hella money off physical music. We all know what Mach-Hommy charges for physical music. If you don't, go to his website, go check it out. He charged like $1,000 for a vinyl, couple thousand for vinyl. CDs, he's really up here. If you remember Nipsey Hussle when he did his Proud to Pay movement, and he did the $100 mixtape, that kind of like was the first that we saw artists really charging hella money. $100 back then was like hella money for a CD for music. Then Mach-Hommy and other guys came and took that to the next level. So just on that bar again, he's saying Newton didn't make more money off of physical, and he wrote the laws of physics because Mach-Hommy is selling so much off physical music. That's a bar, bro. Period. I don't know if people is really gonna catch that like that. Alright, and that's that song. Man, bars, bruh. So I'm still stuck on that Newton physics bar, bruh. Anyway, track number 11, Cinquieme.
The ritual drum set up a throbbing rhythm and the ceremony
Mad Libs vibes, bro.
You hear that?
Oh, how was that? Hold on. Track number 12, Money Magnet. The God Fahim and Messiah music on the boards. Fahim and Mach-Hommy, Classic duo.
Custom pants, custom rings, custom tops, custom shoes, handmade bed space. Watch how I put you on skates, it's the Haitian. I dedicate my masters to this tape, to the next generation, to the next generation. I educate the masses all day with the apron. Whip, show them how to splash and flow and bake for the tasting. Can you taste it? Can you taste it? You know I'm gonna skip the glass and go straight for the great grip. Seen you getting blasted off, ace in the race. Exactly how I treat the rap game with the language.
It's a majestic code, we live by our foundations be sturdy. I'm up early, going hunting, baiting in the birdies. The hidden history only shall be known to the worthy. My blade get the hack and it's dumb God on the jersey. These is wicked times we living in, the truth shall be uncovered. I'm stocking up on tapes, got me feeling so encumbered. I play my domination, taking numbers, taking orders. I reign like Black Adam with the thunder, I'm a horror. I'm a sinister entity on the mic, it's domination. Every step I take, I crack the earth for liberation. It's dumb God gotta go out, then I'm going out blazing. When dumb guys show out, it's in all type of phases. Peep the guide stones and you can see my name on it. Championship games, I got a lot of rings from them. I'm on your mental, no matter what you try and think of it. I'm having meetings thinking about my bank account doubling. Conversations over steak with money, hands rubbing.
Okay.
The results behind transfers, keep them rubber bands coming. If I ain't tell you nothing, need to understand something. I live in luxury and Benjamins, I'm handcuffing.
Okay. You know, sometimes Fahim, he be super, you know, off kilter with the flow, but he's on point there. Track 13, outro, self-love. Conductor Williams on the board, so you know I fucks with Conductor Williams and Lauren Delia. Heavy static, vinyl crackle, like a motherfucker. You already know the beat gonna be hard because Conductor Williams did it. I like that little doot doot doot.
Hey, you ever stop to thank your heart for beating?
Yeah.
You had to stop and think for your lungs to start breathing.
Damn.
A whole lot of people will be blue in the face. It's a marathon, not a sprint for the human race.
Right.
Many of us on this planet moving at a foolish pace. Take for granted how the body needs time to rejuvenate. Let me get my PowerPoint on, illustrate all the healing properties. That's your best real estate. Only stop to take a break here and there. Run around through the years, my body saw a lot of wear and tear. Being solid put a lot of stress on the joints. While I get my therapist to massage my pressure points. From sliding on the hoods of cars, jumping over fences. Now it's like every week I go to see my dentist, allergist, nutritionist. They cortisol interest. Just going for a walk in the sun is momentous.
It's just a vibey, just chill song, you know what I mean? Heavy vinyl crackle on that sample.
All this talk of securing bags is hysterical. You are the bag, you gon' stay rich if you take care of you. Material is not comparable. People stay dripped in designer, but they treat themselves terrible. It's effed up, head to toe rockin' Fendi. But when it come time to eat, they go and buy Wendy's. Put trash in your body. That's non-friendly. Niggas eat gas station hot dogs and back of Bentley.
Facts.
When social media down, they get the shakes and become crippled by the pains and migraine headaches.
Damn.
Had to chop my locks off when they was at leg length.
He got you niggas neck.
Cut them off, felt like I dropped the dead weight. Lift weight, sleep well, run a lot.
I gotta hear that part again. Cut his dreadlocks off.
When social media down, they get the shakes and become crippled by the pains and migraine headaches. Had to chop my locks off when they was at leg length. And when I cut them off, felt like I dropped the dead weight. Lift weight, sleep well, run a lot. Treat your body like it's the only one that you got. Say it with me, I am infinite wealth. But it all starts out with loving yourself. That's what it is.
Okay. So substance, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of us know Mach-Hommy, you know, just for like the stick talk and, you know, just the crazy rhyme schemes. But, you know, content, you know, he said niggas be eating hot dogs in the back of Bentleys. Like, how you in Bentleys, but you eating gas station hot dogs? Like, you should at least have some snacks from Whole Foods if you're gonna be in the Bentley. But he's saying, like, yeah, y'all talking about chasing the bag, y'all get into the bag, this and that, but you ain't even taking care of yourself. He's saying social media go down, people gonna start getting migraines and headache withdrawals and getting the shakes. So, you know, he's really talking about, you know, substance right there. So I mostly know Mach-Hommy for the stick talk, you know, talking about green tips, hollow tips, you know, Sig Sauer. But then he dropped that song, you know, with more sort of content on it. So I mess with that. You know, he had substance on that record. So anyways, that was Balens Cho, Hot Candles by Mach-Hommy. I don't know, that's probably my favorite on one listen. What's my favorite Mach-Hommy project? I really like, man, what's that project, the Mach-Hommy project with just every track is like X. Track number 1 X, track number 2 XX, track number 3 XXX. I think that's Lou Hertz. I really like that project. That would probably be my number 1 or number 2 favorite. But this one on one listen, this is my favorite Mach-Hommy project. Maybe it's because I've listened to him a lot more. I understand his style more than when I first heard him. But this is I like the beats, so shout out to Nicholas Craven. He did a lot of beats on this project. He also had Conductor Williams, Fahim, Lauren Delia on the project. Probably my favorite Mach-Hommy project so far. You know, again, go watch that Pray for Haiti if you have not already. I enjoyed that one, but it did have a couple songs where I thought, you know, he could have removed like 2 or 3 songs from there. You know, make the project more concise and make it flow better. But yeah, go watch the review if you want to see which songs those were. But this one I really have no complaints. The only complaint, like I said, mid project was he had a lot of like just 5, 6, 7 second tracks where there's just a cameo or, you know, a sample from some program, it sounds like, that I, you know, could have used a song or 2 there, you know, could have filled that with a song. But that's just me and my own selfishness. I didn't really catch what those cameos or those skits were saying. I didn't really internalize what they were saying. On one listen, I'm more so listening for the music. So I don't know if it adds to the project or if it takes away from the project. Or if there's a theme that I'm not catching, because this is just one listen. So on subsequent listens, I may find that those little skits are just fine. You know, it helps create the theme and round out the theme of the project. So yeah, very minor, you know, critique. If I had to rate this on one listen, you know, which artists like Mach-Hommy, you can't really rate on one listen. I mean, y'all saw how many bars I caught. I caught a lot of bars, and there's a lot of bars I didn't catch. But if I had to rate this on one listen, I give this 3.5, 4 stars. My favorite Mach-Hommy project so far. Probably the one that'll end up getting the most listens. On Pray for Haiti, Mach-Hommy was a lot more accessible. Like, I listened to that project, and lyrically he was just more, he was a little more toned down. It was more easy to understand him. On this project, I feel like he stepped the abstractness in his lyrics back up. So I do appreciate that. And again, the beats were all dope to me. This was a good harmony of Mach-Hommy, his style, his random references meshed with fitting production. So yeah, if I had to pick a favorite song, I would probably pick, let me see the track list again. Lajan Sal and Labou. I really like those. And let me hear Traditional again. What did that sound like? Kind of refresh my memory. Yeah. So yeah, those 2. But yeah, man, that's Mach-Hommy for you. So anyways, I've held y'all long enough. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. And this is Top 5, rapwebsite.com. Peace.